Hey YouTube, Slick Wiz here. Still getting used to being on the camera and everything, but hey, I just figured, there's all this controversy, and people making videos left to right. I figured I'd chime in and share what's on my mind because I like doing that, and why not do it over the internet? Anyway, let's talk about FRSky and TBS. Quite frankly, it's baffling to me how this has gotten as big as what it has gotten, and it has polarized so many people in one way or the other. They're either TBS and or they're FRSky. It's ridiculous. Let's all be honest here. We love this hobby. We want to believe that everybody's doing it just for the better of the hobby. It's not true. These are businesses. These are multi-million dollar, if not more, businesses. What do businesses do? They make money, and they do things to make money, period. Okay? So let's rewind a little bit. TBS is first to market for the FPV, mini quad scene, 900 megahertz, long range, really reliable, really fast radio control for quads, okay? And they make this, and they've been making this for years now, at least years. And they've been the only player, really, to do the 900 megahertz long range, There's been some other guys, but they didn't really matter. TBS did it. Congrats, we love it. Then, a little bit ago, FRSky, who, mind you, makes the radios that the TBS Crossfire mounts up to. Okay? So TBS needs FRSky, essentially, because TBS, they make the Tango, but, 1 out of 100 pilots even fly that thing. And it's not a bad controller. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not trying to talk trash here, but let's be honest. You're either flying FlySky or you're flying FRSky. That's... Okay. Sorry about your Spectrum, guys. I digress. Anyway, back onto the subject at hand. FRSky decides to come out with a, you guessed it, 900 megahertz, long range, stable, really fast receiver. Okay? Transmitter receiver setup. The antenna looks just like the TBS Crossfire antenna, and that's what is the big deal. So everybody's mad about the antenna. They're mad that it's 900 megahertz. They're mad that it mounts up basically the same way, so on and so forth. TBS, nor anybody, can copyright the T-pole antenna. It's been being used for decades and decades and decades, okay? They didn't invent that antenna at all. And so they can use it legally without any issues, okay? Also, 900 megahertz is the same thing. Anybody can use the 900 megahertz spectrum within the tolerances of the FCC's allowance. So there's no violation here. There's no wrongdoing here as far as the law is written. The only wrongdoing that occurred is that FRSky didn't try to make it look different or choose a different antenna style. They just blatantly copied. I shouldn't even say copy, because technically it's not copying TBS. It's just using an antenna design that's been being used for years, and it's using a frequency that's been being used for years that happens to be really good at long range and can be licensed and used by the hobbyist. It doesn't have to. You don't have to have a special license or anything to operate on it. So there just really is no wrong. Well, okay, ham license, but anybody can go get that. Anyway, without getting too distracted on the details. And I know you guys are going to beat me up in the comments, and that's okay. I like it. I'm going to feed on it. I'm going to read it. I'm going to love it, and learn something from it. But anyway, my feelings, basically in a nutshell, is that TBS, by saying that if any retailer sells the FRSky, that they're going to pull their TBS product out, is such a childish move. Okay, this is not what this hobby needs. Okay, did FRSky, you know, diss you, or should they have come up with a different antenna just so that it didn't get confused? Yes, absolutely, but they didn't, because they're a company that wants to make money, and that's okay. You know what, TBS, take the high road here. Make something better. Come up with a better antenna that gets even longer range. Promote your algorithm that your software in your Crossfire is better than what they came up with, and you've been doing it for years and have the experience, and they just started this. Market yourselves as the high road company, as the better company, and you will come out on top. But trying to strong arm retailers who have no qualms with either one, they have no fight either way, they're just trying to make a living, they're trying to make money too, by punishing them for carrying a competing product just because you think it's too similar to your own, is just so petty. So petty, in my opinion. And you need to focus on innovation, which is what got you to the point where you're at. TBS is who they are, respected in the community for innovation, for coming up with new things. Well, you've made a product for many years, you've profited very well off of it. Turn that around, innovate something else, come out with something great, so blow us away, and you've got us 100%. And in a couple of years from that point, somebody's gonna try and copy you again, and that's okay. That's what drives the hobby forward. That's what makes it better every single year to be in this hobby, and we love it. That was a Slick Wiz rant. Like I said, hit the like, subscribe, give me some comments down below. Let me know how wrong I am. Let me know how right I am. Let me know what you think. I love the feedback. Take it easy. We'll see you again.